Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm going to be recreating my birthday set from a couple years ago. And I am going to be switching it up a little bit and doing things a little bit differently. But to start off, I'm just taking the black from Ball Pit and painting all of the nails with that. I do 2 coats of this, and I cure each coat for 60 seconds. Although with this gel polish, it really doesn't need 2 coats at all. It is super pigmented. But I did just want to make sure that everything was completely covered and there was no spots like missing any gel polish or if it's spread out a little bit thin. Also, if you are going to do multiple coats with this, even if you're just doing 1 coat with this gel polish, like I said, it is very pigmented. It is also a thicker gel polish, so you want to make sure you are doing really thin layers with this. Otherwise, it won't fully cure and you could end up with wrinkling as well as, uncured gel polish, which is not good. So after I got all of the nails painted, I go ahead and wipe them off with some alcohol to remove that sticky layer before applying a matte top coat. I've noticed, especially with black gel polish, that if I apply a matte top coat on it without removing that sticky layer, it does look kind of streaky. So I've started wiping it off before applying the matte top coat so it doesn't look streaky. So after I get the matte top coat applied, I'm going to be taking the Emo Black Liner Gel from Ball Pit, and this is what I'm going to use to do all of the chrome designs. Instead of using a top coat to do the designs, I noticed the last time when I did this design, I was having a lot of issues with the top coat spreading, and it was making my lines be thicker and not as crisp and clean as I was wanting them to be. So that is why I'm using this liner gel, and you can use this liner gel with chrome because it does cure without a sticky layer. I did do some testing off camera to see how long it needed to be cured in order for it to work with the chrome, because as you know, if you over cure a top coat when you're trying to do chrome, it won't stick, but if you under cure it, it ends up looking super grainy and it doesn't have that smooth chrome finish. So I did do all that testing off camera, and I found out that 15 seconds is the perfect time in order for the chrome to come out looking nice and smooth and to actually stick to the design. So I just go in and draw on the design. I am using an 11mm liner brush, and prior to going painting on the design, I did draw it on this line on with a pencil first, just because lion faces and like lions are kind of hard for me. I struggled really hard with the last set that I did with the lion, and then this set, It came out better than the last time, but it still ended up looking a little weird. Like, I don't know what it is about lion faces that I like can't get down. Um Also, I'm a little annoyed with the nose because I didn't realize that those two lines coming down didn't connect to like the actual like the bridge of the nose didn't connect to the actual nose part. And you can really tell once the chrome is on there, but that was my fault because I was not paying attention to that at all. But after I get this all on, I do cure it for 15 seconds and then apply the chrome. And then because I did only cure the liner gel for 15 seconds before applying the chrome, and the instructions do say that it needs to be cured for 45 seconds, I did go ahead and cure for 60 seconds after I had applied the chrome just to make sure that it was completely cured. And chrome, the light will go through the chrome because the chrome powder is kind of like see-through. Like if you were to put chrome onto a clear nail, you are going to be able to see through it, so the light can get through to that and cure the gel that is underneath. And then when I was applying the chrome powder, I realized I had forgotten to buff the nail to make sure that none of the chrome stuck to the background. So I did have to go in with some alcohol and a brush and clean that up. Thankfully, I did apply the matte top coat, so it didn't stick too bad. But if I would have remembered to buff the nail, it wouldn't have stuck like at all. So just remember, if you are doing isolated chrome designs, to buff the nail a little bit first to make sure that it really doesn't stick. But even just applying a matte top coat does make it stick a lot less than if you were to, you know, put down a shiny top coat or even have no kind of top coat on the background. Or you could always do the reverse chrome trick where you apply the chrome to the entire nail and then go over top that with a top coat to seal in the design. But I was not about to do the reverse chrome technique with this set and all the detail that I was gonna have to do, because I knew I was gonna end up messing up if I did it like that, and I would have to wipe it off and the chrome was gonna come off if I had to wipe anything off. And then for this nail, I did some flames. Same thing like with the lion. I painted it on, cured it for 15 seconds, applied the chrome, and then cured it for a final time for 60 seconds to make sure that everything was completely cured. And then for the thumbnail, I wrote out Leo in like old English font. Whenever I'm doing lettering on nails, I do it a little bit differently each time. It kind of depends on the word that's being written, the font that I'm using, how long the word is, how many letters are in it. But because this was only a 3-letter word, I decided to start with the letter E since it was going to be right in the middle. And then after I got the E on, I did the L and then the O. Also, whenever I do lettering, I don't cure anything until I am completely finished with the word that is going on the nail, or the words if there's multiple words going on the nail, just to make sure that there's enough spacing and that everything fits. Because if you cure in between, or like flash cure in between, and then you get to the last letter you're doing and it doesn't fit on the nail, you're gonna have to file the entire thing to get it done, or just completely restart it. If you're doing like a press on here, you just have to pull out a new nail. But if you were to do it on yourself or on someone else, you would have to completely file it off. So that's why personally I don't flash cure anything when I'm doing lettering. So when you're seeing me do this, everything is still wet until I get it completely finished, and then that is when I will cure it for 15 seconds and then apply the chrome. Also, I just want to mention, because it's kind of funny to me, whenever I do lettering, I go so slow, and like every single line that I do, I look back at my reference picture to make sure that it's in the right spot and it's the right angle, or like looks the right way before moving on to the next thing. And I go so slow that I have this video sped up quite a bit, and it looks like I'm moving in like a normal speed on here. So that's like how slow I am actually going, is that I have this sped up like 2 times, and it looks like this video isn't even sped up at this part at all. Now, for the last two nails, I just pulled out these like champagne gold rhinestones, and I'm gonna do some little rhinestone placements. I take my rhinestone glue. This is the one that I get off of Amazon. It's like GA and EN. If you are gonna get that, I recommend getting the one that doesn't say it's no wipe, because the no wipe one is annoying and will harden up in the jar even if you have it sealed and in a drawer away from any kind of light, which is super annoying. But the one that isn't no wipe never does that. So if you do plan on getting this brand of rhinestone glue, get the one that doesn't say it's no wipe, which I know is really annoying because then it does cure with that sticky layer, but then you at least don't have the issue with it like hardening and curing in the pot for some reason. But anyhow, I apply the rhinestone glue, then go right over top with my top coat because I hate going around the rhinestones in the end with the top coat and potentially getting any top coat on the rhinestones. I like to just apply the top coat first and then stick the rhinestones right onto that, and then I will cure it for 60 seconds. And then off camera, I did go ahead and top coat the gold parts separately. I just took some of my top coat and a liner brush and went over that. That way, in the end, I could just go over the entire thing with my top coat and not have to use the one that I have specifically dedicated to glitter and chrome, because there is like glitter and chrome mixed into that one, and I didn't want the black to have a bunch of like glitter and chrome remnants all over it. I wanted it to be nice black, like a nice plain black background. So I did just go ahead and top coat all the gold parts first, and now I'm going in and top coating the entire nail, and then I cure that for 60 seconds. And this is how they came out. I didn't do the chain because I didn't have any more of that. I wish I did because it would look so cool on that Leo nail. I also didn't do the little dangly thing on, I think it was the lion nail, or I don't remember which nail I did that on last time, but I didn't do it this time because I actually really hated it the last time. I hated how it looked, and I hated how it was like on. Just having this little dangly thing on there was annoying me. Which it wouldn't have annoyed me with this set because I wasn't going to wear it, but I still just didn't like how it looked with it. I also changed the rhinestone placements, and I kind of like that I made them the same instead of being different. I don't know, it just balances it out, I felt like, with the last time, because those other three nails had different designs and then the rhinestone placement was different on each nail. It kind of felt a little unbalanced, but having the rhinestones be the same, it kind of just felt a little more balanced to me, and I liked how it looked a lot better having the rhinestone placements be the exact same on those nails. Like I said earlier, the lion face still looks kind of weird, but it definitely looks a lot better than the last time. Overall, I am super happy with how this set came out. I also like the font that I did this time around a lot better than the first time. I just think it looks a lot better than that other one. But I'm really happy with this set, and I'm really happy with how it came out. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.